Hello everyone! As the first video of this year, I thought it would be a great idea to show you all the art that I made in 2022. I also really like to look back on the year and reflect to see how much I've grown as an artist, and it's a great way to introduce you to all the art that I've made in the 1 year. So let's just jump right in. At first I'm going to show you all the paintings that I've made. So let's start with the sketchbook tour. This is the first painting of 2022. I like how this turned out, but if I look back at it now, I would change the depth of the clouds because I think it looks kind of flat right now. But it was the first time that I've painted clouds this way, so it really was a challenge to see how it all blended, and in the end it got way darker than I wanted to. But you have to start somewhere. I really like this painting, especially the blending in the background. I think the overlay looks really nice. Here we are again practicing some clouds. I like this one already more because of the sun. You really see the sun coming through. And this is a simple painting, but I really like the colors because it's different than what I usually do. Some colors. I really like this one especially. I love the vibrant green. Usually I would use sap green or something like that, but this makes it really stand out. Here we are in another landscape. This one reminds me of the landscapes we have in Europe, with all the hills. I love the clouds of this painting more. It looks more realistic, but still I would change this up, this area here. Here we are into the summer paintings, and from this painting on I started opening a web shop, or I actually just opened a web shop, and you can get these prints as wallpapers, prints, phone cases, or even phone wallpapers. So go check it out. I really like this one, especially because of the contrast. I think the blending in the water has done really beautifully. And this was also something new I tried out for the first time. And this is also the time where I started using the gouache palette, which is really nice because it already has all the colors, which makes it super easy and fun to create colorful clouds like this. So it's really great for beginners, and it also takes less time to blend something. I really like this one too. I was inspired to paint this because of the view of my own bedroom. Someday I saw this blending in the background and I really wanted to paint it. Again, some summer painting. And you really see the progress of the clouds compared to here. I'm learning to use the colors and the blending. This one looks more realistic. This part really reminds me of summer, especially the palm trees. And this was the first time that I tried painting water, especially movement in water. I think it has been done really nicely, especially for the first time. I really like this transition over here. And you can get all of these at my web shop. So again, go check it out. Then we are into the fall paintings. This is me trying out a new style and get some looser with paints. Here again, It's still a struggle for me to see the light, especially with gouache, and to get it right. But you have to start somewhere. I painted these ones with gouache at first, and then I used the acrylic markers on top of it. The Karen Pigment Markers Pro. I really like this combination, especially for the leaves and creating more an illustrative style. So this is a great tip if you want to combine more art supplies. And this is the first time trying out some fog. I really like this style of painting as well. I think I'm going to do that more in the future. And here we are at the end of the paintings of this sketchbook. Then I also painted some mini landscapes, or landscapes on tiny canvases. This is the first one. I really like this one. Especially the colors of the contrast of the yellow and the blue. Looks really summery, and it makes me want to go into an airplane. And then some more clouds. I like the colors and the details, even though it's really small. It looks super realistic. Then we have a simple landscape. This is really fun to do with tiny paintings, tiny canvases, because you really can get into the details, and even a small painting like this looks already super finished. So it's a great tip if you want to try out new techniques. And then we have this painting. What I really like about this one is that you can turn it every direction and it still looks like a real painting. And super realistic. So we have this direction, here, this one, and this one, even though it's the same painting. And then I also painted some landscapes with Copic alcohol markers in this sketchbook, which is really great for it. And let's see. I painted this one. This one is inspired by Tangled. I really like the wavy shape of it. And it made me want to paint more architecture, especially old houses like these with the light. And I also painted this little hobbit kind of house, which was also really fun to do. And here I also painted first with Copic markers, and because the alcohol base you cannot put light over dark, so I added these areas with again the Karen Pigment Pro markers. So it's a really super nice way to combine art supplies to create what you want. And now we go into the sketches. One of my goals of 2022 was to start sketching, especially animals, because I want to combine them in paintings, in the landscape paintings. I haven't done that very much this year, or actually last year in 2022, but my goal for this year is to just keep going. So let's dive into it. And I'm using a Moleskine sketchbook, no, the Leuchtturm 1970, which is really great for basic sketches. I really like the square format, and also that it's a super white paper. I love sketching in color, so at first I sketched in with color pencils, with light pencil, and then with a darker on top. And I use photos as a reference. Here we are in some more sketches. These are sketches from Pinterest, from other artists. For practicing it's really great, but keep in mind this is not to sell, just for practice. You have to start somewhere. So these are animal expressions. And sometimes I like to color block them, and herefore I use the Ecoline brush pens. And I outline them with, let me see, the micron pens. They have different colors. I have all colors and sizes, because I do not like to use black as much. I think this looks way more playful. Some black cats. I tried out some new markers, but I didn't like the way how it turned out, so I just colored over them. Some more cats. Here I try to sketch some monkeys and some elephants. These are all again from Pinterest. Some lions. I do not like how this one turned out, but it was the first time trying out Ecoline brush pens, and then I colored these ones in later on. Let me see these ones. Sometimes you just have to try something and it doesn't work out perfectly, but I really like this page especially, and I think I'm going to do that more often. Just do the outline with pencil and then color it in with Ecoline, just to see how colors work and how to really create an animatic style of animals, because that is my goal of this year. So here we are at the end of this video. If you're curious about where my art journey will be headed, please subscribe and like, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!